Marie, and I've just jumped on for a little while. I've not got much time, got some stuff going on today, but I just wanted to give you the latest news or not news about Jay. What's going on. We're now in the 6th day of looking for Jay Slater. So I'm going to light the candle for Jay. You know, every day looks sort of grimmer and grimmer, doesn't it, for his family. You know, what can you say after 6 days? And all I can say, it's so hot here. It's hot, you know, in just sitting with all the fans on and everything. It's hot. It's, you know, uncomfortable. So I just can't see. If Jay is out there in the elements, I cannot see that he could still be alive. But he is a young man, and maybe he is. Maybe he has just hurt himself in some way. So we've got to stay positive. So the candle is for Jay. But I just want to let you know a few updates, if you like. So, of course, a big update was, well, I say a big update. It's been all over the British press anyway. You know, that the Spanish police have refused help or rejected offers of help from Lancashire police. But that's not strictly true. They haven't refused or rejected. What they have politely said is, at the moment, they're okay. They've got enough resources. But if in the future they feel like they need more help. Because, you know, sometimes too many people helping can be a hindrance rather than a help, can't it? And, of course, you know, we all know that Lancashire police, who we're talking about, they're not brilliant at finding people, really, are they? They don't know the terrain that the Spanish are dealing with, you know, so they're at the moment. So that's what the Spanish police have said anyway. And while I'm a keen believer in that, you know, anyone who can help would be good, there'll be a reason why the police have said no. Now, apparently they've said, though I couldn't find the place where they actually said that, that they're expecting to find Jay today. And the thing is, they've sectioned off different parts of this place where Jay has gone missing. So anyone who doesn't know, this is Jay Slater, a teenager, a 19-year-old who went missing on Monday morning in Tenerife. He seemed to get lost in, you know, he texted his friends, say he had only 1% battery left, no water. He set off supposedly to his apartment, which was an 11-hour walk. There was a bus, but he didn't get on the bus, or he didn't wait for the bus because the bus was another 2 hours. You know, there's a lot of mystery surrounding this case as well, but it looks like mystery, but maybe it's not, you know. So, you know, I'm only dealing with facts. I don't want to go into all the conspiracy theories, etc., till the police actually say something. Just because it's been on a Facebook group, or, you know, Fred said that up the road, or it's on Twitter, I can't get involved with that. I'm just telling you what we officially know. So just first of all, I want to start with saying hello to everybody. Just a quick hello. Sorry, I'd say a quick hello. I want to say hello to everyone, and I'll try and keep up with people who are coming in. Hi, Laurie, and thank you all for watching. Let me get the banner off. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Please think about subscribing if you're not already subscribed. Thanks to my members. Thanks to everyone who's sent a Ko-fi or a super sticker even. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. So now I'm going to get rid of the banner. Go back to the comments. Now, I know everyone's interested in this case because whichever way you look at it, you know, we know that Jay, he has got a checkered past. I feel sorry for his mum. He's given her so many sleepless nights, you know, because of the trouble he got in when he was 16. Now this, I mean, for goodness sake, you know, his mum has really been through the ringer. So to me, regardless of what he's done in the past, which obviously hasn't been, you know, very nice, he's still a 19-year-old boy that's missing. And his mum and his friends and family want to hear about, you know, want to know he's safe. So as far as I'm concerned, that's all that matters at the moment. So hi, Laurie. Hi, David. Hi, Julie. Hi, Fragaria. Hi, Kelly. Yes, Julie, very worrying now, isn't it? Every day that goes on, it's more and more worrying, isn't it? Hi, Chumba. Oh, just going. Hi, Michael. Mitch Calf. Hi. Hi, where's Nina? Okay, I think I've gone through everybody who said hello on the chat. Hello to everyone at home who's watching at home. Thanks for watching, and let's hope some good news of Jay at some point today. Okay, so first of all, I want to have a look at his mum. Now, this interview she did, this is on TikTok, and this was Wednesday, I think. So bear in mind that it's a couple of days ago, and she was believing then that he'd been kidnapped, possibly been kidnapped. Because don't forget, she's been getting all these horrible texts and phone calls from people. And now their official Facebook page, they've stalled it, they've postponed it because they were getting so many conspiracy theories on there and this, that, and the other. We can only deal with facts with this. And the only facts we know at the moment, or the only things the police have released at the moment, Spanish police keep everything very close to their chest, is that Jay went missing on Monday. They haven't found anything yet, not any trace of him whatsoever. And they're concentrating their search on this national park thing that we had a look at. On, if you didn't see the video yesterday that I put up, showing what this place is like, you know, this place in Tenerife where he's gone missing. It's very dangerous terrain, not only for, you know, people like Jay who's like might have got lost there, but for the rescue services themselves. And there are helicopters, drones, there's the Guardia Civil, there's dogs, there's a civil protection, you know, there's lots of people looking for Jay. And apparently what they've done, and we're going to look at, is they've segregated the area into 3 different areas. So somebody was saying that they said they expect to find him today. I don't know if that's true or not, but that may be because they're on the last area. You know, I don't know. The thing is, you do have to really go through that kind of terrain very painstakingly. Anyway, let's just have a look at what Jay's mum had to say. Now, this was a day ago. And this is a little interview she did with the Daily Mail. So let's see what she's got to say.
If someone does have Jay, what would your message be to them?
Well, you just let him go. Just let him go.
It's been
Just
3.
let him go. It's been 3 days. Has somebody taken him? Has he?
Oops. Done. Why did that stop? Why did that stop? There you go.
Panic. Where am I? You know, they've been in high spirits. They've been to an event. You know, as he just thought, right, I need to go get back down to civilise it. But there is people up there. Why has nobody seen him? You know, there's tourists up there. It's a climbing, you know, it's a hive of activity at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, so that he's supposedly, this is what I find strange, because he's supposedly gone missing at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday. But that will be the busiest time in a place like this. All the hikers will be out, you know, because they'll be getting their hike over with before 2 o'clock, you know, probably before even 1 o'clock, maybe even before 12, before the sun gets too high in the sky and it gets too hot to walk. So the morning would be really busy. So it's really strange that he was not seen by anybody. You know, very, very odd, because if he went missing at 8 in the morning, it wasn't dark, you know, it was full daylight. Why did nobody see him?
I can't bear to see where he could be just lying there somewhere. I can't bear it. I don't have the strength to do it. But...
If someone does have Jay,
sorry, just so horrible that if you were the mother, to imagine that he may just be lay there somewhere like suffering. You know, you just couldn't. I'd be on Valium by now.
what would your message be to them?
Well, you just let him go. Just let him go.
It's been
just 3. Let him go. It's been 3 days. Has somebody taken him? Has he just panic. Where am I? You know, they've been in high spirits. They've been to an event. You know, Ozzy just thought, right, I need to go get back down to civilise it. But there is people up there. Why has nobody seen him? You know, there's tourists up there. It's a climbing, you know, it's a hive of activity at 8 a.m. in the morning. I can't bear to see where he could be, like, just lying there somewhere. I can't bear it. I don't have the strength to do it. But
So yeah, it's awful for his mum. Now, you know, when I look at that, I do wonder, did Jay, like, you know, how people do, because they don't realise he knew that his apartment and everything is at Los Americas, isn't it, or what? I don't know Tenerife very well. Did he think he could cut across that and set off the road and think he would be quicker if he cut across? That's what worries me, you know, that he may not have realised how dangerous the terrain might be, you know. Maybe he didn't. Ukraine, you've said quite a few weird comments. So what I'm going to do is put you in time out. But if you keep making, you know, horrible, disrespectful comments, then, you know, you are on the wrong channel. Bye. I know, I've put him in time out, Kelly. Hi, Michelle. Trapdoor. Yeah, put your troll alert emoji on. Put your troll alert going on. Anyway, yeah, he's gone into timeout, but that's his last chance. He was saying weird things the other day. I think we should, should we start saying things about Ukraine? I mean, what is wrong with these people? Weirdos. Anyway, so, yeah. This is where we are. So what did he do? So let me show you the next thing I want to show you. So I've been looking on the Spanish news. There's not much news on the Spanish news, no updates, if you like, or no new news. But I found one article that just something that I thought might be interesting to read out. Obviously, it's in Spanish, but I'll read it out to you in English, obviously. So what's this? This is the radio and television, the Canary of the Canaries. So one more day without news about the young British boy disappeared in Masca, Tenerife. He spent his 5th day. So this was from yesterday, with no new news. The search for J. Dean Slater, a young British boy of 19 years old, disappeared in the Barranco de Masca. So Barranco, that's like a gorge, you know, like that's barrancas is what they call. They don't have to be big, you know. Anywhere there's quite a lot of, even in towns and that, they have barrancas. There'll be, you know, a bit of the campo that's just like a gorge. I think the best translation is probably a gorge. Last Monday, and now it's the 5th day without any results of finding him, of his search. So sources from the Guardia Civil, who's directing the search operation, have confirmed that there are no new details about this case that has aroused a big expectation in British media. And a lot of what they're saying is, so a lot of journalists have come to the island. So Sky News are there. You know, I think most of the bigger news media, like BBC, ITV, etc., they've probably all got a representative there now. So the statement about his disappearance was registered on Monday afternoon, and the search commenced immediately, according to the sources, the police sources. And it goes on to talk about the last call of a friend to his friend, and this was a few hours after Jay called a friend, round about 8:15, the girl says, with which he had travelled to Tenerife to tell her that he was lost and he was thirsty and he only had 1% of battery on his mobile. This young boy this young girl, it would be, says in the now there's a big controversy now about the GoFundMe, isn't there? We'll have a look at the GoFundMe in a moment. And she says that she's looking to raise £30,000, more than €23,800 for Jay Slater to come home. That he'd been to a music festival with her and another friend, and she had gone early because she was tired. She had left early because she was tired. She also says that Jay had met two people and had gone off with them to their apartment in Masca, and that is where he had left in the morning. The last localization of Jay was on a walking trail a little bit more than 1 kilometre of distance from that said accommodation, tourist accommodation. So that last time, or that last ping, was only 1 kilometre from where he'd gone with those men. But 10 hours on foot from the hotel to the hotel in which he was 10 hours on foot. What? Where he was staying with two friends, yeah. So this is the search. So all this time, the search has centred on the Barranco of Masca. Although, now remember, we looked at that on Wednesday. There was a diversion to the search because somebody thought they'd seen him in Los Cristianos. That they'd seen him in a taxi. So the search was disrupted then. But the Guardia Civil went off to investigate it, but it resulted to be false, according to Guardia Civil sources. So various other organisations are assisting, like the dog unit, the canine unit, helicopter, Guardia Civil helicopter, firemen, drones, the civil protection. So the mother of the boy has gone to the island, accompanied by her older son, to be near the search efforts and collaborate in finding him. Also, various friends have gone to Tenerife. I mean, the thing is, the GoFundMe, I suppose it's to support everybody who's gone there, but how many people have gone there? I understand why you would need, the mother needs to be there, the son, the brother needs to be there, and the father, of course, maybe a couple of close friends, but really, how many friends need to be there? Because that will be irritating the Guardia Civil, because it make their job more complicated. And these people are asking for the participation of the British police in these search efforts. Now, SOS Desaparecidos, I showed you the missing poster that they've put out, and they qualify this case as high vulnerability. So he's been made a high vulnerability case. So he will be top priority. So in the alert that the association SOS Disappeared People has publicated on their networks. So the thing is, they'll have shared this everywhere in all their networks. Quite often they share the posters in ATMs, cash machines, and they describe J. Dean Slater as a man of 1.8 meters in height, slim build, black hair and blue eyes. And in the moment of his disappearance, he was dressed in short grey trousers or grey shorts, a grey t-shirt with a green sort of stamp on the back, and a black bag. So he was carrying a bag. What did he have in that bag, I wonder? It's a shame he didn't have more water in there, or a power pack, that he could charge his phone up on. And then it just goes on to say if you've got any information where to go. So that's the latest thing I could find on the Spanish news. So not much new there, to be honest. As he's not come. Hi, it's nice to be nice. Hi, Charlie. As the trolls not come back, have they? Have just come. Hi, Mandy. Yeah. Hi, Heather. Hope I've said hello to everyone. If I've missed you, say hello again. Because I may have missed, because I was dealing with the troll and reading out the information. Okay, let's put a couple of windows down, because what I want to look at now is what Sky News has had to say about it all. So this is an interesting interview, because this witness, this is the witness. So this is the Sky News reporter talking to that witness, you know, the woman who said she saw him, didn't she, walking the wrong way. And, you know, this is odd, because if she saw, because apparently asked her what time the bus was coming twice. She said the bus was coming at 10. And she said this was around 8 o'clock. And then she said later she was in a car and she was driving down the road and she saw him and he was walking the wrong way. So I don't know why she didn't stop really and say to him, look, you know, you're walking the wrong way. And
I saw the boy in the morning at around 8 a.m. He asked twice what time the bus came. I told him at 10 o'clock. He came back and asked me again, and I told him again at 10 o'clock. After that, he walked off, and I didn't see him again. Later, I got in my car, and I saw him. He was walking quickly, but I didn't see him again after that.
so, yeah, she saw him, but she didn't say anything.
I saw the boy in the morning at around 8 a.m. He asked twice what time the bus came. I told him at 10 o'clock. He came back and asked me again, and I told him again at 10 o'clock. After that, he walked off, and I didn't see him again. Later, I got in my car, and I saw him. He was walking quickly, but I didn't see him again after that.
So why did it, well, if she saw him again and he was going the wrong way, why didn't she stop? Well, I understand what you're saying, Michelle. She didn't speak English, but it's not that. That's not the point. You know, I know what Spanish people are like. They like young people. They care about young people. It's just strange that she knew he was going the wrong way. I mean, one way she seems quite elderly. I don't know if she is or no. It might just be. But you know, you at least listen. You don't need to be able to speak English to go no and point the other way. You don't need English to do that. She managed to tell him the bus was coming at 10 o'clock, or I think she did. Maybe he didn't understand her when he asked what time the bus was coming, and she said it was coming at 10. Maybe he didn't understand her. But again, you know, how difficult is it to go 10? You know, but I think that Jay may have, because that was another 2 hours. You know, young people are impatient, aren't they? He's probably thought, I think my son probably would have done that. He would have just thought, because he hates getting on a bus anyway, you know, thinks it's above it or below him getting on a bus, I think. But not when he was in the UK, but here, because the buses are not regular, it's like too much hassle. You can't be sure they're going to turn up or whatever. You know, I'd say it's not like buses in an inner city where they're, you know, frequent. And it's funny because when I was in Reading the last time, a couple of years ago, we were going into town, myself and my friend, and our bus was coming. And I started running for the bus, and she said, "What are you running for?" I said, "Oh, the bus is coming." She said, "Yeah, but there'll be another one in 10 minutes. This is what happens when you live in a town, in a small Spanish town. You know, you don't think, oh, there's going to, you know, the next bus might be 2.5 hours. So I was like, oh, right, okay, it's brilliant. Not, you know, buses every couple of minutes, every 10 minutes. Anyway. So, hi James. No, we know you're not at all saying that. We know all about that. We've talked about that in previous videos. But the trouble is, there might be rumours going around about Lucy drug dealing. We don't know that. Now, it may be true, but until it's confirmed as being true, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Lucy's... she's not a gossip channel. Like, just like, oh, what if this happened? Or I heard, Fred over the road said this. Maybe she is, but we'll wait until that's confirmed. As far as I'm concerned, when it's confirmed, I'll say it. But while it's just a rumour, God, the rumours I've seen on different Facebook groups, you just think, oh my God, get a life. Some people have got nothing better to do than just gossip about things. Anyway. But you're free to say whatever you like on here as long as you don't expect me to agree with it. So, yeah, so there's talking of gossip. So, yeah, now that let's look at the actual official Facebook page, because we can only go by that. They've taken their Facebook down because people are being so nasty. What you've got to think is whatever Jay did in the past, whatever he did in the past, he's still a mum looking for him, and he's still a young life, and we don't know what's happened to him. So you can't. You've got to be a pretty nasty person if you can't feel that empathy for somebody who's gone missing like that. Anyway, so this is the official Facebook page, and this is what they're saying. I can't believe some people are actually this sick in the head. There are people hacking my accounts and Jay's families, making it pure lies and pretending we are all in it. Jay's missing. It's obvious. It's absolutely soul destroying. We can't find him. His mum is broken. It's cruel. We know he's been with 2 or possibly more people up in the mountains. We can confirm phone signal has proven this. After that, we don't know, as here in Spain, without evidence of anything. They can't look into it to the court to act on it. That was something, those of you that are on here that remember the Anna Knezevich case. Initially, when Anna went missing, there was a problem getting, because in Spain, it's not, you have to go to the court, get the judge to give permission, like, for example, to go through phone records or to enter Anna's apartment in that case. And initially, the judge would not give permission because he said, or she said, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, that there was not enough evidence that Anna was not just missing of her own accord. So there was at that time. So it was when she didn't, so that was the Saturday, I think, Friday or Saturday when she went missing. And it wasn't until the Monday when Anna did not turn up to meet a friend that she'd arranged to meet to go to Barcelona that the judge agreed to allow the police a search warrant, I suppose, or to do the things they needed to do. So this is what they'll be coming up against here. Initially, maybe that's changed now. Here in Spain, without evidence of anything, they can't look into it. It's up to the court to act on it. They are searching and taking this matter very seriously, and it's hard work. Not just that the language barrier is so bad. We have to have someone with us to talk for us and for us to understand. It's so bad. I mean, I have offered them that. The thing is, I'm miles away from Tenerife, but I can help out on the phone. Sometimes, because although they've probably got an interpreter, maybe the police have even provided an interpreter, but somebody, sometimes you need somebody English for you, if you've got a Spanish interpreter who speaks English, that's not the same as having an English interpreter who speaks Spanish, because the problem can sometimes come when the Spanish interpreter tries to explain to you what's going on. Not because they don't speak English, but it's not always a language thing. Sometimes it's the way people think. So that Spanish interpreter might be turning around to them and explaining something to them, or thinking that they are, but they're explaining it in a way that that British person doesn't understand, because our system is different. You know, and I have found that before with people. It's good for people to have an English interpreter who speaks Spanish rather than a Spanish interpreter who speaks English. Anyway, honestly, the police here are checking CCTV, looking into leads that have been given into them. As we speak, there was some confusion with times with Lucy and Brad. I don't know who Brad is. It's just that, again, the language barrier and the fact Lucy has rang to report Jay missing. They haven't got the first information correct. Not that no one is lying. So I have people saying that people are screenshotting conversations. That isn't me, it's other people, sickos taking over my picture, pretending it's me. If you all knew how hard this was, you would not be questioning it. It's all shit. I can imagine it is. Jay's missing almost 5 days, and now we're on the 6th day. It's not a joke watching his mum break down every single second almost. It's torture, it really is. And the GoFundMe is set up for Jay's mum's bank. It's to be used to fund us staying here and food. Please stop, now it's torturing his mum. All the groups are full of trolls and sickos. Jay's mum's getting a call every second, and Brad and Lucy just non-stop. I'm not getting dragged into it. Jay is 5 days missing, now 6. We don't know if he was alone or dead. Stop, honestly. If anyone thinks we are all in it, then take me off comment here and I'll remove you myself. Jay, we will find you. So let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's have a look at the GoFundMe then. You know, I don't approve of GoFundMes because they always, even if they're genuine ones, they always cause trouble, you know. So they've raised 26,000. Oh, let me just share this. So they've raised 26,670. That's more than enough to stay in Tenerife for quite a while. You know, it is more than enough, isn't it? I mean, probably they only needed maybe 5,000 to 10,000. You know, that's what you've got to be careful with GoFundMes. You know, people ask questions. I mean, some people have donated a lot of money. You know, this person, Shelley, £600. So, hi everyone, my name is Lucy. I've come on holiday to Tenerife to attend the Energy Festival with my friend Jay and another friend. On the last day of the festival, I left alone earlier than anyone else because I was tired from the weekend. I woke up to a phone call off Jay at 8:30 saying he was lost in the mountains. He wasn't aware of his surroundings. He desperately needed a drink and his phone was on 1%. He had met 2 people on Sunday night and left with them to go to their apartment. Their apartment was miles away from civilization and in a very secluded location. He left at 8. He walked half an hour before frantically ringing me when his phone reached 1%. This was 3 days ago. That's when they set up this GoFundMe. Because initially Jay's mum said she didn't want a GoFundMe. And then, but you know, they probably weren't expecting to be there a week, you know, so they will run out of money, you know. It's like they've got to stay somewhere, haven't they? His last location was an off-road track, which was a 10-hour walk from the hotel. The weather conditions up there are terrible, warm throughout the day for someone in a shorts and t-shirt, both day and night. No water for when it's warm through the day. No coat or suitable clothing for when it's cold at night. It just doesn't look good, does it? It was 1 degree and extremely windy when I was out looking in the middle of the night. We are so worried and we just want him home. Please help if you can. Share far and wide. Thank you for reading. And yeah, they've had quite a lot of words of support. Lucy May is the organizer, and I think it does say somewhere, I thought it did say somewhere that Jay's mum is the beneficiary. So I think they've got plenty now, to be honest, in the GoFundMe to stay for a few days. Now, we don't know, at the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen here. We don't know what they might need money for. So, you know, I'm not criticising the GoFundMe. I'm just saying I don't like GoFundMe. Now, I have offered, as I say, to help them with phone calls or Zoom or, you know, anything like that. But yeah, they may have to hire an interpreter. Yeah, Ukraine, you're on your last warning. It's up to you. If you want to stay in the chat, just be, you know, don't be such a dickhead, basically. But if you're not bothered, then, you know, just say one more thing and I'll take you out, no problem. Makes absolutely no difference to me whatsoever. Okay, so that's the GoFundMe. What are our thoughts on the GoFundMe? You know, what are our thoughts on the GoFundMe? These GoFundMes always cause trouble one way or another, don't they? You know, but I can see the reason for it. You know, they do need to, you know, at the end of the day, they've got to stay somewhere and they've got to eat and everything. Okay. What we're going to look at next. Yeah, and I just wanted to show this because this was on the Sky News site about it. This is their reporter, Shingi, who we saw interviewing the lady earlier. Focus on unusual details will only grow, he says. In the mountains on the outskirts of northern Tenerife, a narrow road winds upwards with a dramatic view of the sea below. Beneath the beauty of the scenery, we looked at the scenery yesterday. It is beautiful, but there's no way I'd want to go hiking there. Dangerous. It's dangerous. Anyway, you know what I think of it. Parts of the area where British teenager Jay Slater was last located are barren and remote. One of the properties on the route through the national park is Casa Abuelatina. So that's that Grandma Tina's house, which is the villa Jay travelled to with the two men in the early hours of Monday before he disappeared. Now, obviously, the police are keeping, you know, we'd all like to know more about these men, wouldn't we? You know, who were they? Why did he go back to their house with them? There are lots of rumours flying around about why Jay was there and why he went back to the house. But there are rumours, aren't they? Until the police confirms or someone confirms legitimately who these men are and why Jay went back there. You know, the rumours have gone from, you know, him being a drug mule, or he was going to steal their Rolex, or he was going to do this, or they were going to do that. There's so many rumours, but they can't all be true. You know, they can't all be true. So let's just wait and see what happens. Anyway, just yards away from the villa's front door, you can see the bus stop that would have taken Jay back to Los Cristianos. I do think it's so odd that he didn't wait at that bus stop, unless it was just like, you know, young person's impatience for waiting for a bus. But God, surely he knew that he had a long way to walk. And he knew he only had a little bit of water. He knew he only had a little bit of charge on his phone. So this is the bit that does seem strange to me, that he would then start off walking. Why didn't he go back to the house, charge his phone, get a bottle of water, fill up his water bottle, you know that? So there is some, I do feel that that's quite strange. So the teenager was agonizingly close to being able to make his way home. And as search teams comb the mountains, that fact will surely be on their mind. Why did Jay decide to try the 11-hour walk? And why did he go to the villa with two strangers in the first place? And as the search continues, a focus on highly unusual details of this story will only grow. Well, they're already blaming social media for everything. They're already, you know, I noticed LBC on Twitter this morning, or X, you know, saying, oh, social media, rumours, conspiracy theories. But they're all doing the same thing. Anyway, so they're checking at the bottom of the ravine. Now, for some reason, the police do think he is in this area, which is not very good news for him and not very good news for his mum. But they do seem to be focused on that area. And it said on Friday, search and rescue personnel joined officers from the island's Guardia Civil near Masca to comb an area of overgrown terrain, and teams also paid close attention to a river called Barranco Madre del Agua at the bottom of a ravine, where emergency workers carefully picked their way through fallen dead palm trees. It's not an easy place to search, is it? So the rest of it is just the things we know. So we're going to have a look now at this area that he said they were searching yesterday and maybe are searching today as well, possibly. We're going to go on a walk around it like we did yesterday with the other. We're going to go for a ruta circular around the Barranco Madres del Agua. And you'll see, how could he have ended up here? You know, he was on the road. Why? How are you supposed to search through these places? And why they even go, the other thing I don't understand is why people are going down there for fun. So, you know, I don't, so as he set off, maybe he set off and it started off okay like this. It seems to me these walks start off okay. I just wonder if he was trying to cut across. You know, it's just, but I still do not understand. You know, just sitting here on the computer, I have to keep sipping at water. You know, he wouldn't last long without water. Sorry, if he's out on that, if he is out there, that is not a good thing because he can't have survived. He can't have survived now. Not 6 days without water out in the elements. I just don't see, you know, how he could have survived, unfortunately. So the Guardia Civil, they have said they're not giving up hope. Not until, you know, the last moment that they hear something. You know, they won't give up until they find either his body or him. You know, they won't give up on him, I don't think. And why they said they were going to look at the river. Let me see if I can find the actual river. Yeah, all the pictures that you find of it just look so rocky and oh, is that finished? Hang on. Right, let me show you these pictures. So these are the different photos on Google of this place. So see, I suppose if he heard water, he might have tried to aim towards water if he was thirsty. Thing is, I think once he went off the path, I think it would have been so easy to have got lost. wouldn't it? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Charlie. Hi, Enzel. You know, did he go looking for water? And then maybe he fell and he's broke his leg. You know, if he actually got to the river and he got some water, you know, if he'd fallen and broke his leg or something and he couldn't move and obviously couldn't phone anyone, he still could be alive, actually, because as long as he's got water nearby him, he could still be alive if he's got water and trees to hide under, etc. Because you can last, hi Sally, you can last a lot longer without food, can't you, than you can without water. And you can last for ages without food. It's water you can't last without. So could be, let's hope so anyway. Let's hope so. Okay, so really, as far as I know, unless anyone knows any more, which I don't think so, there is no, I'll just check one more time. Honest to God, I don't know about you, but I'm checking the news about every 5-10 minutes. I'm scared to leave the computer in case it comes through, because obviously I want to know, you know, he's okay. So every 5 minutes I'm checking Spanish news, Sky News, BBC. In fact, I'm going to have a look now, actually. What do the BBC say at the moment? Yeah, let's see. So 6 hours ago is the last update they gave. Let's have a read of that. So dog teams continue the Tenerife search for Jay Slater. Oh, they've got the German Shepherds out today, bless. So on the 6th day of the search, police, rescue dog teams and firefighters reconvened in the mountainous terrain at rural Deteno National Park. So again, it says about Lancashire Police saying it had offered to support the officers, but the counterparts said they were satisfied they have the resources they need. So, and then it'll go through the story. It's talking about the Facebook page, Rachel saying that people had been hacking the social media accounts of Mr. Slater's family and they were sick in the head. Talking about the service that they had at the community church in Oswald Twistle. I bet that Reverend Matt Smith, I bet he's never had so many people in his church as he had for that. So, of course, they're all having blue ribbons, lighting candles. You know, there is a power to prayer, whether you believe in God or not. It's energy, isn't it? Yeah, they've been talking to the local community. Darren Regan, nobody's mentioning about his checkered past. Have you noticed that on the mainstream media? You know, like this article on the BBC, they're not saying that he'd actually just been convicted for attacking someone with a machete. But I don't blame them for not saying that, because once you start coming out with that sort of thing, people's sympathy goes down. But it still remains a fact that he's a 19-year-old man or boy that's missing, and his mom is going through hell. So, you know, probably better that they don't mention it. So it says here the operation, right, so on Friday, search teams appeared to be methodically scouring a mountain road and focusing on a ravine before moving to a valley in the village of Masca. Dog teams were scouring an area near farm buildings for much of the day. I mean, do you think the police are suspecting that some foul play has happened to him? It does seem strange to me that he's just disappeared. It seems strange to me he didn't fill up his water bottle before he left that house, that he didn't charge up his phone before he left that house. Just seems odd to me. So police and mountain rescue officials examined a steep patch of land behind the apartment Mr. Slater had reportedly been driven to. The operation carefully combed through dead palm trees, covering a river at the bottom of the hillside near to the property. And investigators have been taking away bags of rubbish from the area to try and find any clues. Yeah, and the apartment owner told reporters she saw Mr. Slater walk up the road past her property, but did not see him again after that. Yeah, and then we've seen all the timeline, etc., or the supposed timeline. So deep. So this remote is a remote and wild national park. It's a world away from Los Cristianos and Playa de las Americas. Maybe he didn't realize what a dangerous terrain he was in. The party town holiday resorts of the island's south coast. Deep ravines and huge, daunting mountains make the national park a difficult place for the Spanish search teams to navigate. And at night, the countryside becomes a maze, pitch black and disorientating. Yeah. So the thing is, when he went missing, it was not nighttime. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. See, if he'd gone missing at night, it'd be different, wouldn't it? Just seems odd, doesn't it? That he disappeared. Oh, where's my picture gone? Hang on. Can't find my picture on there, never mind. Seem to have lost my picture. I don't know if you can see me or not. Hi, Yvonne. Why is my picture gone? I don't know why it's gone. Let's see. Oh. Oh. It's froze on me. You can hear me? Yeah, I don't know why that's happened. I really don't know why. Again. Anyway, never mind. I've nearly finished now. I'll put Jay's picture up. I found it. Okay, I don't know why my picture's not coming up. Just it must be something wrong with the webcam. Anyway, don't want to look at my ugly mug anyway. So I haven't done my hair or anything today, so it's not a very nice sight. So this is the boy. This is the one we're all praying for, hoping against hope, because it really does not. And I hate to say it, but it doesn't look very. Every day that passes does make it look worse, doesn't it? But anyway, there's still hope. There's still hope. Hi, Extreme. So that's it. So I just wanted to. Oh, there was one other thing, maybe to show. Oh no, maybe I'll be back on later. I probably won't be back on later unless there's any news. I just wanted to. Don't look, Charlie. I don't look nice today. I look terrible. I've not even done my hair or anything. But I just thought I was going to go on the avatar, but I thought, oh no, I'll put my face up there. I know people. I like watching YouTube with real people, not just looking at a screen. But for some unknown reason, it's gone all weird on me. But so yeah, if there is any news, I will be back. I just keep praying. I'll be checking every 5 minutes, and as soon as if there's any developments. And it sounds like from what the police have said, they divided that area into 3 search zones, and they've searched 2 of them, and now they're searching the last one. And of course, we do not know what other information maybe they have that we don't know about. There may be more to this. There may be more to this than just somebody getting lost. But we'll find out. Anyway, So enjoy the rest of your day or your evening or your afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, let's hope he's found soon. So until I see you again, which will be very soon in the next video, may your gods always go with you. And thank you for watching. Oh, and don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press like. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider it. It's completely free and it really helps me out. Thank you. Bye.